Good morning, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Sunday. We got our football. We got coins. We got a lot going on today. So I'm pretty excited. I always enjoy Sundays now. We got a package to open too. And I'm pretty excited to open this package, especially because this was my second package with the dip that we are currently in, even though the dip may be ending very shortly. In fact, in 8 hours, China will be returning back to work from their gold week as they start their Monday up. And who knows what's going to happen, because I'm convinced that some of them will be buying up this dip. Possibly even we started to see the dip going away on as early as Friday of last week. And so who knows? We're going to see if this continues. Personally, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the dip don't end, because obviously I enjoy buying at a cheaper price, as I know some of you do. I know some of you guys have been waiting to see it go lower, because there are a lot of YouTubers out there that are saying, you know, silver and gold are going to go even lower and lower. Like I've said before, I kind of worry about that mentality. If you've been stacking regardless of premiums and price, you've just been stacking all along, then you'll probably be all right, because that means you have a good amount probably already. But if you are just like on the fence right now and you're waiting, that could be painful if all of a sudden we start seeing the price really start to climb. There's so much going on out there right now that really still worries me, I guess you could say. And that makes me want to stack even harder. And then when I see a dip like this, it makes me kind of push myself to try to stack a little bit more because of everything going on. A lot of people think the banking crisis is over. The banking crisis is not over. We are not hearing much about it in mainstream media because nothing major has happened. They're doing a good job right now. I don't know if I want to say hiding it, because the information's there. It's all public information what's going on. It's just that they're hiding, I think, from people what really is going on. And what I mean by that is you can go and you can look at the charts on the bonds, the treasuries, what's happening, who's selling, who's buying. A lot of banks have to put out their information. I was actually just talking to someone at a big bank, and he said, well, you can go on our website and see ours. We update our financial reports every few months, and so we're not in trouble. But one thing that he didn't mention, and he may not have really even known, is that banks get to keep a lot of these bonds on their records as full face value. And even though they've essentially lost value, it would be like me saying that I bought this ounce, hypothetically, let's say I bought this ounce of silver at $25, and all of a sudden it goes down to $22, then I'm still got it on my sheet as $25. It's not realistic. The price does go up and down, and the price on these bonds and treasury notes, they do go up and down. So being able to keep them on there is not really entirely accurate. It's not giving a full accurate representation of what they have. And here's another thing, they say they've got all this money, and to a certain point they do. They've got a lot of money. However, what happens is if the stock market should happen to take a hit, then you can kind of expect that a lot of that money will wash away fairly quickly, because a lot of banks, insurance companies, let me put this on silent because I thought I heard it beep a minute ago, and I don't want it beeping while I'm on the phone with you guys. A lot of banks will take that money that they get from you and they'll invest it in stuff. And so therefore, if the markets do take a hit, and a lot of people are predicting that we are due for a big hit, and if you have doubts on that, you don't have to look too far back in history to see that some of the biggest dips in the stock market happen in presidential election years. For example, we had 2020, we had 2008, we had 2000, we had 84, 94. We had, I think it was 92. And, you know, so a lot of these things now people associate them with different stuff, whether it was the inflation, whether it was the pandemic, whether it was the dot-com bubble, whether it was the bank bailouts, the banking crisis, you know. So a lot of people don't fully realize what's actually going on. And so that's why I say that, you know, you need to be prepared. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to be actually putting this one in a capsule because I just got 100 of these. You guys have already seen this coin before. However, it's a real popular coin, so I wanted to get some extras of them. And so that's why I had put this order in. So taking a quick look here, this is the Achilles. This is the Legendary Warrior. This is part of a set that they are making up. Silvertown is making up right now. It's a pretty amazing set in my opinion. It's got all the different warriors from history. I only have this one on me. And actually, I have this one, which you guys haven't even seen yet because the video that I just did last night shooting this, I have to go back and edit it. But, bam, this is the, let's see if we can focus in a little bit. This is the Alexander the Great, which just rolled out. There was actually a back order on this because they're gaining popularity. And what's interesting is as they gain popularity, more people are going to want to get into them. And when more people get into them, it's going to make essentially them more limited. I know it's a silver round, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be like, you know, a silver round, it's just a round, you know, or why do you put them in capsules or any of that, you know. I put them in capsules because I have the capsules already, and I end up basically doing a lot of trades. I do a lot of coin group trading, and I meet up with a lot of people, and a lot of us do trading. I know a lot of people right now, they're trying to buy either monster boxes of silver or they're trying to buy larger quantities of the same ounce. That way they can get a better deal. But it's pretty simple to say, hey, I'll tell you what, I got a tube of Achilles here. I'll trade you for a tube of something else. And it keeps my dollar cost pretty much identical because in most people's mind, an ounce of silver is an ounce of silver. And so I want to keep stacking hard because if this does go away, I know I had someone comment last week, you know, hey, I still haven't bought and I'm waiting for sub 20 and I've been waiting 3 years now. And not willing to kind of pull the trigger, I guess you could say. However, you know, things can change on a dime. And yes, if it goes down to sub 20 and this individual has waited all that time, he will do well. He will have a low dollar cost average, and that's great. But if things do start going south, that could cause some major problems for people that don't have the silver on hand. And that's what I worry more about. I don't want to be left without the silver. I don't want to be left, you know, holding the bag with all that fiat currency when it does start to go stray. I know in less than 8-9 hours, we have Chinese markets opening. It will be their Monday. They're finishing up their golden week. They'll be coming back to work. A lot of people may not even know because you kind of have to know what's going on in China in order to really see maybe why the markets were so manipulated over the last week. I know some people are like, it's not manipulation. It's people are worried about an economy slowdown or a recession, maybe a depression. But if you're worried about that, in my personal opinion, then that would give me all the more reason to want to invest in precious metals. Now, this is not financial advice, nor should it be considered as such. It's more my opinion, and that's it. You know, so I'm not licensed or anything to give financial advice, but I want people to think about how well gold and silver have generally done during times of financial storms. And I think there could be one on the horizon. And I think some people know it, but we're being convinced that, you know, you don't want to be in it because they're going to push metals down even lower, which goes against everything that has happened in the past. And not really too far back. I mean, we're not talking Weimar Germany. We're not talking the Great Depression. We're talking, you know, just a little ways back during the financial housing crisis. You look what happened. Yes, silver and gold did go down just before the financial crisis. And back then, a lot of people did not really know that that would happen. But today, I believe the big money knows what will happen, and they'll put their money in before. And that could stave off a huge, huge drop in price. We could have already experienced the drop last week. With that being said, I apologize, I'm yawning. It's early. With that being said, who knows what's going to happen? And I just hope people are taking the opportunity to pick stuff up. I talked to more and more people. Originally, nobody really came out of the woodwork and commented that we'd see 24 before we saw 20. The next day, I had done a video where I wanted to know who was buying and who was waiting. A lot of people were waiting. Now I'm starting to see more and more people say that that nice little jump kind of sparked them to buy, because now, you know, they're starting to think that maybe it's going to go back up. And I'll be honest, I might have been able to squeeze out another package. I put in for 3 orders. I might have been able to, but I wasn't willing to take a chance on being light and not having the money to basically pay it when the bill came in. However, I was hoping that I'd make it till the 16th, and that way I could maybe get another order in. But since we are pretty much on the 8th now, and it's already looking like it's starting to go up again, we'll see what happens. I don't sweat these downturns because I know in the long run we're going to see gold and silver go up. Now, do I trade coins off? Yes, I do. Have I traded them for stuff that I needed? Yes, I have. However, as a whole, I believe in stacking. I believe that silver and gold have real wealth potential, and it could really change people's lives if they prepare for it. So with that being said, I thank everybody for watching, commenting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are taking advantage. If you're not and you want to, you still have a couple of hours, approximately 8 hours before the market's open. But that's not even to say that, you know, the markets could open and maybe they'll start off slow. Keep in mind, it's Monday. Monday, you don't really see a whole lot happen usually. That's usually the day that the markets take to figure out. I actually talked to a couple big bullion stores and coin shops, and they told me that they don't even like to order anything on Mondays because that's the day that they like to try to figure out what the market's going to do for the week. So we'll see what happens, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you would like to consider becoming a member, there is a join button below. It's only $1.99 to join. It comes with a lot of great perks, and right now we're doing the football picks perks, so that's kind of a fun one. You get a chance at winning some free silver. So it's a fun event, and you get to try to beat me at my football picks. Right now I'm third, only behind Ryan Reed and Chris B, and then me. So good luck to anybody that is doing that. We'll see what happens. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.